Do you, in principle, agree with what was announced in the autumn statement, Steve?
Well, I don't really think the autumn statement's going to make that much difference, if I'm honest. I mean, who's going to object to the national insurance tax cut? It's broadly an okay thing, but I think it works out about the cost of like fish and chips on a weekly basis. It's about worth about £9–10 a week, isn't it?
Okay.
I think the extension of the capital investment arrangements are good for businesses, but actually, I was just out over the weekend talking to some small businesses. They didn't know anything about it.
Therefore, do you think that when the time comes for Labour to set out more of its economic plan to the public, obviously hoping to be elected whenever the election is next year, that they're going to have to present a tax-cutting programme that goes beyond the autumn statement? Because we've just been hearing from Mark Littlewood here from the IEA talking about the economic legacy that Labour may inherit, and it's going to be... There's going to be enormous pressure on Chancellor Rachel Reeves, if the time comes for her to be appointed to that role, to actually either cut spending or put taxes up in order to balance the books.
Yeah, I agreed with a lot of what Mark said, actually, but I think the difference is about whether or not you have fair taxation. We think there are obvious targets where there could be fairer tax. You know, the big companies, online sales transactions that avoid paying tax in this country, non-DOMs, which, you know, the Prime Minister may have a special reason for not wanting to tax, I don't know. We think that it's not so much about who's paying tax, because everyone knows that we're paying far too much tax. I think it's the largest for over 70 years, but it's about who is paying it.
Yes. Do you regard somebody earning £50,270 a year as wealthy?
No, I don't, and I think that's part of the problem of freezing the tax allowances. We're drawing lots of people, you know, police inspectors, head teachers. We're drawing far too many people into the higher rate of tax.
Yeah. Do you think that Labour would be wise to propose unfreezing those tax thresholds when the time comes?
Well, I think Rachel Reeves would say to me, you can't write my budget, Steve McCabe, but I think it's something we'd want to look at because it isn't fair and we know it isn't fair.